Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. Sales on my left, marketing on my right. I'm upstairs right now. Ryan Dranga in here.
Oh, they got me.
We got him.
They got me on camera.
Florida boys in Oregon, you know how we do it.
Yeah, they snuck in through the back door.
How's your Monday morning?
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's real good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to head on downstairs. Stay with us. See you in a bit, Ryan. We're going to head through the Sofa Palace and go all the way down to the cabinet shop. I got a few things I want to show you down there. Hope everyone had a good week. It is a busy, busy morning here at Marathon. Lots going on, and so because of that, we're going to just roam the building on the back way through the Sofa Palace on our way down to the cabinet shop. Why do I do that? Because, good morning. Good. Look at this beautiful sofa, handmade right here in this room. Isn't that great? The parts are built downstairs, designed by engineering, cut downstairs, and upholstery is done right here. Nothing off the shelf here at Marathon. I always like looking at the new hides. I get distracted quite easily by, quite frankly, everything. Okay, we're out of here. Have a good morning, John. All right, here we go. Headed downstairs. Saw some stuff this morning, so I wanted to show you. So we're going to take the long route. Let's go this way. Hope everyone had a good weekend. There's a lot going on. Good morning, Rick. And I'll show you down here, we've got a family looking at a pre-owned coach right down here. Got Dave Bash down there with them. I'll follow you down, Michelle. And they are checking out that pre-owned XL. And we're going to head this way. I did a tour on Friday, and one of the things that really stood out is all of these pieces of cabinetry that are ready to be laminated. Now, laminating is something that we've talked about several times on our show, but it's always fun and important to visit what's going on in the laminate shop. And I'm going to tell you why. The laminate is such an important part of the build of the coach. This is the dinette, the extending dinette for Coach 1395. And what this is, Scott Runkle had this out earlier, and I was looking at all of the many parts that go into building this dinette. From strong apple woods to lightweight balsa blends, you see it all in a piece this big, in a piece this large, and in a piece this integral to the actual floor plan. What you'll see here is these are where the dinette backs go, right here. This piece with a motorized electrical motor actually extends out here, and then of course there is under dinette storage. These flip down for storage underneath here. A lot has to happen though before this is ready for install, from the laminate to the upholstery. So what I was going to mention about the importance of this laminate is that the chassis is designed to run for decades, so the house build should mirror that, should also run for decades. And so we put a high emphasis on taking our time laminating, grain matching, and wrapping each part that needs to be wrapped in laminate properly. I'm going to show you something. Here's a couple of parts right here that are being laminated over here. And it takes a lot of time to do something this important to the coach build correctly. Thanks for letting us invade your space.
Yes, and you are right about that. No burning this front console.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. This is the front console right by the driver. Right. This is something that everybody will see. It'll be touched many, many times. And so getting it right is important, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah. And one thing that I like to talk about is how the chassis is designed to go for decades, and the house build needs to do the same, because you know, whether we remodel it or not, we got coaches that are 40 years old out on the road still.
Oh yeah, they come back. All of them are still on the road probably.
Absolutely. A high percentage of them for sure.
And the wood different, like they used to use drill wood.
Absolutely.
About the hurdle, so.
Oh, yes, you're right. That's right.
Yeah, and it was exotic wood, really.
Wood that we can't get anymore, right?
You can't even get, you can't get it because it was rare even then. Now it's really more expensive, really.
And one of the things we talk about with this laminate is how it offers the customers a lot of options.
Yeah.
Different sheens, whether it be a high gloss or a matte, and also all the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for letting us come in today. Awesome. So check this out. If you've been on a tour, you've seen all of these. These are the current laminates that we're using on the production floor right now. Everything from $13.92, $13.95. I see $13.88 right here. There's a coach we showed. That one's going to, that $13.88 will be delivering in about a week. I think this is the laminate he's working in right there, over there. And see, the thing is, grain matching is so important from transition from piece to piece or from cabinet to cabinet. The grains have to match and you want them to flow properly. So that's why we have a lot of these. And then what happens, I like this one. This is really cool. This is the walls for 87. We saw a video on 87 not long ago. And here are all the names of all the laminates. Another thing not to overlook is that laminate, wrapping it in this laminate, wrapping cabinetry or wood, because we use real woods in our cabinets, and we wrap them in this, it adds structural integrity to the actual piece. By wrapping it with adhesive, it binds it together even more so. Let's look at this. May I pick this one up? Thank you. Look at that. Rear bed pedestal of $13.89. So you notice that it's got these holes. That's for proper ventilation because we do put some electronics underneath the bed. Look how nicely this piece is. Look at those edges. I'll hold it still, Michelle, so you can get a good shot. This is one of the most important departments in this building because this is the stuff that needs to last for decades, just like the chassis. And that's why we spend a lot of time doing, every piece gets laminated, every piece gets checked. Look at that. That's beautiful work. Thank you. I love showing that. That's so cool. Let's, you know what? Let's go through service and wrap this joint up. A big thanks to the laminate shop and the cabinet shop for letting us invade their space. We saw the laminate for $13.88 over there. Here's $13.88 right here. Getting ready for delivery. And another thing I looked at this morning is the guys over here in post-production are working on these slide outs. So here's some more of that real pretty cabinetry done in our slide out trays in the bays of $13.88. This one's gonna have a pop-up solid surface on that side. Looks like a drawer here, and I know it's got a Blaze branded barbecue that's gonna sit right on top, and I saw that down there, which is pretty cool. But the cabinetry is so important because it just adds so much to the build. I love seeing these things come together because last Wednesday, those trays were not in there. That's pretty much it for today's show. We don't show enough of the cabinetry, which is the guts of the, it's the guts of the build, Ryan Fox. So other than that, be yourself, do good things. Thanks for supporting Marathon Mondays. If you're interested in getting into a coach, my primary job is to do sales. MalW, M-A-L-W at marathoncoach.com. We got a lot coming up this summer. I'm excited about a lot of things. And a lot of these builds, we're gonna spend a lot of time looking at the different builds. We've got some really cool coaches that are going to be on our production floor and are currently out there. So have a good Monday. I'm out of here.